Hello guys, this is your boy LightningBS. It's been a long time since I've done an update. We're talking at least, 2 years? And it's been long overdue. And I've been wanting to hopefully make this as short as possible. Just a quick update on what's going to go on with my channel. For starters, in August is going to be my 12th year running the channel. I'm still surprised I'm even doing videos anyway. But so recently I've been doing Street Fighter videos, of course replays from Street Fighter 5, before that Ultra Street Fighter, and I've been doing some other gameplay videos in between. Like for instance, a Call of Duty video was just done a couple of weeks ago, which was a Black Ops 1, gonna be reliving the old days. And it got me thinking, like what direction should I go with the channel? And I mean, many times I've thought of maybe, I should just drop it all and just, retire it. Maybe focus on something else, and maybe I should. Maybe I will in the next couple of months, maybe in a year or so. You never know. Life changes. But I feel there's an actual debt I owe to this channel, and sometimes I always wonder, like, what if I push up an actual agenda, an actual schedule, actually be consistent. So here I'm gonna give you guys a quick run. What could possibly happen to the channel. For starters, Street Fighter 5, definitely something that needs to be addressed. Replay wise, my thoughts on Street Fighter 5 versus Ultimate Street Fighter 4. Honestly, I had a better time recording than even just watching the replays from Street Fighter 4. Like honestly, not just the players, not just the region. Well, even though I've been doing Europe for both. But honestly, I feel like Street Fighter 4 is much more entertaining than Street Fighter 5, in my opinion. I know there's people that think otherwise, the other way around, saying, I know Street Fighter 5 is better. I know Street Fighter 5 did innovations and other things, like the counters, reversals, the triggers. But Street Fighter 4 for me just felt like much more entertaining to watch. Just, far more balanced overall roster too. Like, just especially the underrated characters, like the Makoto players, Dudley players, and of course my personal main guy. And if you guys don't believe me, just go watch. I'll leave the link in the playlist for those of you who are new subscribers. Just go ahead and watch some of the old replays. I just had a lot of fun. And a little fun fact for those of you who are new subscribers, or maybe old subscribers that don't remember, I did mention, I remember at some point, it was either in a YouTube video or in Twitter, that I actually did put in a lot of time for those replays. There was a reason why those Street Fighter 4 replay sets were just coming at least once every week or two, just because I put so much time in them. And they were so long for a reason. They were like about 25 to 35 minutes. I put in at least 8 or 9 replays, and the reason was for that is because I used to at least go ahead and sit down just on a chair and watch from 60 to 80 replays, if not in a day, at least 2 days. And it was just ridiculous. I was just so picky. And there were so many good replays. I actually wish I could have showcased more. That was actually my regret. And instead of posting 9 or 10 replays, I probably should have posted more at once. I probably should have done maybe 15 replays, because there were so many good replays, and I was just being picky, like looking at what was more interesting, like a comeback, or just a straight out upset. And I just had a lot of fun. I mean, it may not look like it, but the only regret really is, besides that, is that I wasn't actually more consistent, because there was a point when I just dropped it out just because I exhausted myself from watching so many replays. And I remember there were so many players, well, not many players, but there were at least some players that were trying to reach out to me on the PlayStation or Twitter, like they go watch my replay, see what you think. And I actually wish I could have gone back and done some more of it. It would have been nice, but overall I had more fun doing Street Fighter 4 videos. That's really just my take. Street Fighter 5 is nice too, and I did change the format just to a simple, one replay. And I have been getting some complaints from some viewers saying, okay, it's not as competitive as I thought it would be. You're not really picking the best ones. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be honest, my time has been limited for this season, or for this era of this game. Wish I had more time, but honestly, I even tried looking into try to do the old format, like just try to pick 8 or 9 replays for Street Fighter 5, and I thought it's not gonna work. It's just I don't find it as entertaining, or at least as encouraging to do as the previous game. So if you might want an opinion on that, yeah, Street Fighter 4 would have been my pick. And actually, I should actually think about revisiting just to see how the community still is, because it's still active. I did a couple of replays the last fall in October. Once again, it's in the playlist if you want to watch them. I will highly recommend try to watch the ones that were the longest. Those were some of the best ones, just back to back, and great quality in my opinion. So obviously this is from my perspective, my bias. So I would really like if you guys did drop a comment. Also, another small little detail about those particular sets. I did try to format them, and I actually borrowed this from another YouTuber, actually a couple other YouTubers. It's a shame that YouTube removed it. It was the old annotation ones. Like for instance, we used to do the little box for the links, where you actually put it on the screen and people could just click and it will take you to a specific part of the video. I actually tried to make a whole border based on that, but obviously YouTube removed it about 2 years ago, so it kind of makes it useless now. So if you go back to the replays and watch it, you'll just see a border that kind of gets in the way. Like you can't really be active to it. You can just do cards these days, which is a shame, because if it was still around, I actually probably would have still done it. But it is how it is. But as far going back to the point of this whole thing, as far as replays go, Street Fighter 5, I think I'm gonna actually eventually retire it. If not by the summer, definitely by the at least sometime in the fall at most. And depending on how the community still is, I may actually go back and do Street Fighter 4, just because I enjoyed it so much. I mean, I think I forced Street Fighter 5, at least for my channel, too much. I did go back and do the story mode, which obviously didn't get that many views. And if I'm being honest, I wasn't really expecting. I just wanted to finish the playlist, because I did wait until Champion Edition came out. I just wasn't willing to buy the season pass, so I figured, I just get the Champions Edition and just go ahead and buy the game, and just finish the story mode, did the playlist. Obviously, the Street Fighter 4 story mode was actually more successful, and I still appreciate the comments. I'm still surprised at some of the character story video comments I'm getting. I think it's DJ and Hugo and Poison are the ones that are getting the most comments recently, so I appreciate it. Glad to see the people are still engaging. Street Fighter 5 wasn't meant to be like that, but it is what it is. As far as overall what Street Fighter is gonna be going into, I do want to do more videos, but not necessarily replays. Just like I'm testing right now, I want to do more thoughts, more discussion videos on Street Fighter. And obviously I'm not as hardcore and into it as other YouTubers are, like actual pro players or people who look at the little details, not that much. But from other perspectives, I do want to share some stuff about Street Fighter, particularly Street Fighter 5. So the way I see it right now, if replays don't work for me, maybe I can do something else. So that is something I'm actually definitely optioning. So stay tuned. Hopefully I can drop those videos in the next month, at least one or two. There's one in particular I want to talk about. It's not something that's being addressed too much. I know there's YouTubers that have been doing certain comments about like the current game and the future, but I think there's something that's not being addressed, and I would like to cover it. So if you guys stay tuned, hopefully I can get that released next month. Now, as far as other videos, that is also the last thing I want to address. Obviously, the original purpose of my channel was to be an all-out gaming channel, not particularly set on one series of games or anything. So if people, new subscribers, were expecting me to do exclusive Street Fighter coverage, you may be disappointed to find out that I'll be also doing other games. Like for instance, first-person shooters is something that was originally meant to be one of the cornerstones on my channel. So obviously, like for instance, Call of Duty Black Ops, I did try to do videos on it, and the gameplay wasn't successful. I did meant to do a commentary, but I never got around to do it. There was also other games like Unreal Tournament and 007 Night Fighter. 007 Night Fighter was just more of a throwback, and I also have a playlist, I believe. If not, then I need to make one. And there is a couple of videos on Night Fighter I want to go back and do, so stick around for that. And as far as Black Ops or Call of Duty in general, actually I'll be honest on that, I'm more of a Black Ops guy anyway. Never really played Modern Warfare, just really my little pick. Black Ops, I really need to do a couple more videos, not just the one that I did recently. That was just a gameplay video. I want to do some commentary, some thoughts. There's really some stuff I need to get off my chest about the game. Not necessarily bad stuff, but just, like I said, discussion videos. Putting my own voice into it. That's really what my channel's been missing for years, many years, really. And one little key thing I need to add to all of this is part of the reason why I haven't done much commentary has been because of the whole lack of equipment, and it's gonna sound silly. It's just I had to get a whole new microphone and a better one, because the old one I used to have was just a disaster. A big proof of this is the Street Fighter Shadow Falls parody I did. If you guys haven't watched it, once again, I'll see if I can leave that link. I did that. I had to end up doing that with my phone because my microphone actually broke down twice. So I had to get a new one afterwards. And to be honest, I had been having this brand new microphone in the closet for about a year now. I haven't even pulled it out. I've just been too lazy to do it. So I did some testing, and I like the quality. It's pretty decent quality. It's not 5 stars, but it's definitely far better than what I used to have. So that's pretty much it. I mean, that's really when I did this. Really, some project videos I need to get out of my chest, and it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some planning, lots of planning, because like I said before, this channel's been, well, overall, my whole experience has been inconsistent. I could go 1 month doing several, like 20-30 videos with replays or anything, and I could just be off the drop off the face of the earth for several months, maybe years. I did have 2 particular year hiatuses that I really don't want to go back and talk about. I mean, if you go to my channel list, you'll see it. It's just embarrassing. So I really don't want to go over that. I want to be a little bit more consistent. I want to at least have some sort of core for the channel. So yeah, that's really my take for now. If you guys have any suggestions or questions, feel free to drop a comment in the section, and I'll see you in the next project. This was your boy BS. Hope you guys having a good day and stay safe out there. We're living in crazy times right now. Hope everybody stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. PS out.